Good morning. And yes, it is morning. It's 12:12, just past midnight. And I only decided less than 10 minutes ago that I was going to get up and do the video now and not wait till 4:44 or sometime later. I haven't been to sleep yet. And I couldn't sleep. And I'm afraid I won't sleep for a while unless I get this video done, and now that's pressing me. So I'm going to do it now and not wait till later. The title I've chosen is Making My Decision. How important are my rights? I talked with the state prosecutor today, and he made me an offer. The question I face is whether I want to take the easy way out and pay a fine and costs, or do I want to stand up for my rights? I could not fall asleep pondering this, so once again I start my video early. There is a court date set for 9 o'clock Wednesday morning, and it's before the same judge that has denied my rights the previous time I stood before him, and that he openly admitted that he was coercing me. And he sent the letter and said he doesn't want any more common law freedom documents, basically. He doesn't want me to stand up for my rights. He wants me to waive my rights, and that's what he was trying to do when he was coercing me. I don't trust this judge. The prosecutor seemed pretty nice, but I don't trust the judge. And I did order his oath of office today from the state attorney's office, although it did not arrive by the end of the workday, so I will be calling them again first thing in the morning. In any case, I believe I'm going to attempt to get another judge tomorrow, because I really don't want to waive my rights, even though that's what the prosecutor said. He said he'd make it fairly easy on me, just pay a fine and the costs and be done with it. And the charge tomorrow that they're looking at is the resisting arrest without violence. And he admitted when I talked to him that he doesn't have the warrant, because that's not his issue. He doesn't need a warrant for that, because he said that's a different matter. That's the driving without a license matter, and that was what was being served. So they're actually putting the cart before the horse, or they're doing them in the wrong order. They need to do the first one. The person or the purpose of their visit to me was to arrest me for driving without a license when I was in my own house, and they had never issued a summons specifically for driving without a license. I had never been served any notice at all. They show up and they arrest me without a warrant. So I think pretty much I have to stand up for my rights, even though I have to admit it's tempting just to get the thing over with and be done with it. But it's really hard to do that, because I assume I'd have to plead guilty. And I'm not guilty of resisting arrest, because there was no lawful arrest ever. How can I resist something that doesn't exist? Well, that's really building up there. That's okay. Anyway, that's where I am. And it's probably not going to be a very long video tonight. But I wanted to report to you some of the process, because as I've said before, Spirit tells me my job is to deal with what's in front of me, what's on my plate. And this is what's on my plate. Now, I was feeling pretty heavy most of the day today, because I was once again focusing on the legal matters, and the legal matters are heavy. I mean, I'm going up against a system that does not honor my rights, a system that is perverted, a system that is a private business for the benefit of a handful of people, and it's fraud. It's fraud on its very face. And yet it is the system, and they do have the guns, and they do have prisons, and that's another private enterprise that they're running. The whole game sucks. I mean, pure and simple, it sucks. And I don't feel real spiritual when I have to play this game, when I even have to stand up for my rights, because that should be a given, but it's not in the world that I live in. And I loved Aristos's comments today, that he said, what I'm really wanting is the marriage between the physical and the spiritual. Indeed, that's what we all want. It's not a marriage of my significant other, although it is that too, but it's really the merging of the masculine and the feminine, the merging of the opposites. That's really what we're looking for, folks, and that's really where 2012 is going to lead us. I was very encouraged today to watch Foster Gamble and his wife on an interview, and he's the one that did the Thrive movie, for those of you that don't know. I was really impressed with what he and his wife shared. I don't remember the interviewer, but I really liked the interview itself, because it gave me hope that people are waking up. And there are many other indicators that people are waking up, and we are taking back and claiming our sovereignty. And yes, the system is still in place, and it's still fighting for its fraudulent game to maintain the status quo, but it's going to lose. It's going to lose. I mean, I wish it would have already lost. It hasn't yet, but it's going to lose. Of that, I'm absolutely certain, that spirit, by whatever means, is going to support the rights of the people to move into their power and to be empowered and to start loving and to start forgiving. There's going to be amnesty for those that seek amnesty, and true forgiveness for those that seek it, because that's the nature of spirit. That's the nature of God, is to forgive. But we have to have people wanting forgiveness and not trying to hang on to a system that is fraudulent, and they are guilty of stealing from people and guilty of abusing people, etc., etc. And this is where we are in 2012. And for those of you that think that this doesn't matter, this matters tremendously. We must take back our power, and we do that by claiming and standing in our rights, and not by waiving them, not by giving them up. I mean, I was courteous to the prosecutor, and he was courteous to me, but I don't think I can take his offer. And I really think that I have to still stand for my rights, even if it will prolong it, and even if there's probably a little bit more risk involved than if I played their game by their rules. But I can't lie. I don't really believe I can lie. I'm going to meet with the prosecutor. Well, he set up a meeting, but he set it up before the court hearing on Wednesday morning. And I don't think I even want to be in the court on Wednesday morning. And if I can change that tomorrow, I'm going to. So probably tomorrow's video will be a further report on progress that I make throughout the day today. But I wanted to update you on where things stand right now. And please, I'm asking you to pray for me, to send me energy, to support me in whatever way you can, to help me stand for not just my rights, but for all of our rights. Because, folks, it does matter. It really does matter. I guess I'm just going to leave it at that. It's not even 10 minutes, and that's okay. Namaste. Thank you for listening, and bless you.